Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Legendary X, back again with another video back on the Gotiverse. So, I did upload, as you guys are getting 2 videos today, so I was able to record 2 videos, which is nice. I've gotten the rhythm now and the groove of everything, so we should be good and we should be smooth every single day. Tomorrow's gonna be the real challenge, though, to see if I can wake up at 4 a.m., which, don't worry, I got this 100%. I know the perfect strategy and how to execute it, how to make sure I get up on time. But how are you guys all doing? How's your day been? I literally just, my day was kind of average. It was kind of slow. Nothing really too exciting, nothing really too, interesting. It was a really slow day at my store that I worked at. Hardly nobody came in. Obviously, it's Super Bowl Sunday if you're watching from America. Which, by the way, I'm a Patriots fan. As of right now, the game is finalizing. Not the outcome we wanted, but hats off to Seattle. You did a really great job. I mean, the defense was phenomenal, outstanding. You guys did great on, pressuring the Drake May and really making the offense scurry. And ultimately, I mean, both defenses were great, both from the Patriots and the Seahawks. But ultimately, I mean, the Seahawks just had a little bit more on the offensive end to just get, in field goal range, and your kicker just knocked the field goals through. And obviously, I mean, by the half, we were down by literally 19 points, and I thought for a second, I'm like, oh shoot, we're actually going to get blown out. This might be the worst loss ever in Super Bowl history. But fortunately, May was able to find some rhythm, and we connected for some touchdown passes, but evidently it was not enough. So congratulations, Seattle, on being Super Bowl champions, and congratulations to Sam Darnold. What a freaking comeback story that is. Drafted in 2018 and literally traded to 8 different teams. Said you were washed, you were no good, you just did not fit the role, you were never there for big moments. But look at him now, a Super Bowl champion. And I guess this kind of ties into what I want to say, ironically. This is also going to be quite a bit of a short video, because obviously I still got to work on getting more space on my phone, surprisingly. My phone's so weird sometimes, because it tells me I have like 30 minutes worth of recording, and then it says 15. So it's like, I have to really like get everything prepped mentally before I can go ahead and just do a good video, because I want to do like at least 20 or 25 minutes, but 15's enough. And don't worry, we got some big, great plans coming to the channel. Everything's being sorted out and worked on, so just keep your eyes out, keep peeled, and I'll keep you guys updated with community posts, but also notices on my videos. But as always, if you're new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Join the family. We're growing. We're going to grow big this year, and we got a long way to go. So I guess what I wanted to talk about is like validation. Validation is such a big deal in today's society. I mean, when you think about it, like us humans, attention is something we crave, whether it's from our friends or family, groups, communities. When we have eyes on us, it makes us feel wanted, it makes us feel special, it makes us feel integrated. We get some sort of a feeling or emotion, a conviction inside that makes us, feel better about ourselves, and it makes us feel elevated to a certain standard. And validation is by no means nothing bad. It's good to feel validated and to obtain and acquire that. I mean, you worked hard through your trials, your tribulations, your struggles, and you went forth and you tackled on those adversities, challenges, and obstacles, and you succeeded, and you obtained your accomplishments, your achievements, your trophies, your awards. So by all means, get your recommendation, collect your flowers. um, obtain your applause. That's all great. But here is the dangerous side of validation, and it's really, really easy to walk that fine line and trip and fall, whether it's on the right or left side. Because there's two different sides to this. There's the positive and the negative. The negative side, obviously, a lot of people tend to invigorate and fuel their ego, and you become so centered upon, wow, I achieved this on my own. I did this with no help. I accomplished this. You guys were all witness to my greatness. I am such a perfect, godly human being. I was destined to do this from the get go. There was no doubt in my mind that, I was able to pass these blockades and, elevate myself. And you guys should be grateful for the fact that, you're witnessing my greatness, and I'm in front of you, bestowing upon you my skills, my talents, my knowledge, and I'm blessing you with all this because, let's be honest, I'm one of one. I am outstanding. I'm phenomenal. A lot of people can easily fall into that mindset and that appeal. It's quite easy. I mean, when you think about it, because, like I said, validation is something we crave as humans, and now obviously, throughout history, we could see it repeated in various sequences, phases, in a variety of different ways and manners. Throughout ancient times, the modern age, and now obviously in today's day and age. Social media, you have the internet. A lot of people like to cultivate and project their success on a different level. They want to seem better than they are. They want to procreate a message, a perception, a concept of what it is to be successful, what it is to be, an overachiever. And a lot of people easily get carried away. You can become blindsided by those around you with negative, pessimistic habits, that quite frankly will drain and drown out the positive and optimistic influences in your life that actually helped you truly, progress and cultivate yourself to become a better individual. Because unfortunately, you end up subduing yourself to these groups of people, these negative influences that are just being surrounding you, just trying to fill you up more, inflate your ego, and really make you seem like you're some sort of invincible entity or being. You have some sort of godly or supernatural ability, when in reality you're just an imperfect human. But the reality situation is, nobody is literally free from falling victim to validation and that negative appeal, which is why you always have to be uh, obtained with the approach of being humble, being consistent, committed to working on, whether it's your projects, your procedures, your schedules, your routines, your businesses, your hobbies, any goals, ideas, visions, etc., things that you want to do. You incorporate a balance and a consistent routine, um, somewhat like how the checks and balance systems are implied in the government. You have the judicial branch, you have the legislative branch, and then obviously you have the executive branch. And those three branches obviously collectively work together in order to make rules and laws for society, but they're constantly checking each other's power and limit. In kind of a way, you can apply that into the modern world and how we as humans appeal to success and what it means to us, and how we basically project it or appeal it to others, because every human being has their own mindset and approach to what success and achievement or accomplishment, etc., means to them. So those are things that you have to be very mindful of. The positive approach, though, if you do optimally take that, it is going to just really benefit you, because not only are you keeping yourself in check, and not only are you working to really become a better overall person, but you're really progressing and elevating yourself to a standard. You're showcasing the people and groups around you that, doing things in this manner, in this structure, through this procedure, this process, you're really elevating your character and your image, and you're really growing. And it's not bad to celebrate your success, but you're doing it in such a manner that it serves as an inspiration and motivation that, hey, it's not all about me. Yes, I was achieving, I was successful, and I did surpass my obstacles, my issues, my problems that I was facing, but I did it so with the help of others. I was open to criticism and I was open to advice. When I knew that I was doing something wrong, um, I was there and open to receiving advice. I wasn't always trying to steal the limelight, and I wasn't always trying to be in front of the spotlight. I gave credit to those around me that helped me. Versus if you had the negative appeal where, oh, I was here since the beginning and I always knew that I was destined for greatness and achievement, and no matter the people that I had around me, whether you were super talented or average, it didn't matter, because at the end of the day, it was all about me, and I was the centerpiece of this. And you guys are all here because of me, because of my intuition, my knowledge, my intellect, my being as a whole. That kind of mindset and behavior is trickery, and we can all succumb to that. It's very easy, dude. Boys and girls, men and women. The ego is what motivates us and what allows us to also get better. But if we're very irresponsible and careless as to who we hang around, what influences we accept in our lives, we can easily derail ourselves into such a degenerate and foul behavior if we're not very careful, you know? That is why, every single day, always keep a positive and optimistic approach, and, always be kind to others. You don't understand what people's situations are, what they're going through. And even those that, boastful and flamboyant individuals, always treat them with kindness, even though they don't deliver that same energy to you. Remember, you're trying to make a difference, and you're trying to show that you're better. You're not trying to stoop to a level that ultimately you're just going to go back and forth with somebody that is not at the moment understanding or comprehending your mindset and your intentions, because ultimately they'll try to belittle you and make you deem that you're worthless. But in reality, those people, sometimes they need a lot of help, dude. You have to understand, like, egos and our interior image or character, we're very fragile. A lot of people like to flex their success, flaunt their riches, express their luxuries, and just flame their achievements and successes. But in reality, some of these people that chase validation to a heavily extent amount are not happy. There's a lot of falsification on social media. It's all facade. You see all these luxurious, like, models and a lot of these rich guys on social media, although there are a plethora of them that have managed to establish that work and life balance, and they've obviously put God first, and they've developed a peace in their life, and they've really substantially balanced themselves. But then there are those that have gotten so caught up in the spotlight and the limelight, and they've gotten so full of themselves that in reality they treat others as less, and they get the same reciprocated energy back, and ultimately they're very hollow, they're empty on the inside, they feel soulless. Just keep in mind the approach that you have to validation, and keep yourself going in a positive and optimistic direction, and keep improving. Anyways, guys, I would love to make this video a lot longer, but obviously the timer is literally almost up. With that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm going to get back on the routine to uploading regularly 2 times a day. I appreciate you guys. I love you all. Like, comment, sub, join the family. Your boy, the legendary X. Go to verse. We are out. Peace.